gonna be one of those quick ones, but I want to reflect off the bat how amazing it is how much, when you focus, that you can fit into a short period of time. Because I was up late last night, determined to finish that belly cast. I also showered and shaved, so I'd be ready for work this morning. Didn't have to worry about that this morning. And along with focus is intention. As I was going to bed last night, I set the intention that, because the way I woke up feeling yesterday, just absolutely drag out, dog tired, was very different from how I woke up today. And I actually got the same amount of sleep. But my intention when I went to bed was, I know there's not going to be a lot of time for me to be in sleep. So I set the intention to wake up feeling rested, alert, revitalized, nourished, loved. And that while I slept, I would drop quickly into deep, restful sleep and stay there until it was time to wake up. And it's almost like visualizing how that was going to happen. And lo and behold, it did. So I did bring this here for show and tell. Isabella Gracia and Mommy and Daddy. And there's Mommy's belly cast. Got a nice clear coat on it. Get a little closer. See all the little plum blossoms. You might be able to see the iridescence. There's an iridescent quality to the paint. Yeah, I think you can definitely see it there. It picks up UV light. You get golden sheen. Yeah. I'm proud of my work. No, I'm going to leave that over here. Just put the clear coat on this morning before doing my practice so it could sit outside, because it hardens in 15 minutes, but most of the off-gassing was done. But I want that to sit here and be charged with the good vibrations of this space. The quick things I wanted to touch on. Well, today before going, awesome thing about living in the desert, or what I've always loved about doing Agnisar practice, is the ability to crank up that internal fire and feel it. You get hot. You can bring yourself to a sweat. I love doing that. Also, because of whatever Swami Rama said, that you should get yourself into a real sweat every day. Now, granted, my practice is not a real sweat, because it's not like pouring, dripping from my skin, which is what I'm sure he meant. Like when Swami Rama played tennis, I hear he was very vigorous. But so I love doing that in my Agnisar practice, and we're getting into hot days. Yesterday it was 108, 108. And also, very interestingly along those lines, the day before yesterday, worked single shift, made $108. Coincidence? Maybe. But there are no coincidences. Not that those two events are actually tied together. I think it's just always appreciated when that most auspicious number makes itself present to your awareness. But living in the desert, it is hot, and even though I'm in an air-conditioned apartment, it's like you can connect with that. And my Ainali, Kriya, and Agnisar were super hot and just very focused, and I was dripping by the time I was done. So I get to take that heat and come down into Gomukhasana. And so before doing Pranadharana, on the first side, I would do the arms and fold forward, pressing the breath and that heat into my hips, taking time to, well, productive time to sort of let my hips settle so that when I came up, I would be comfortable, breath is steady, ready to start Pranadharana. Did the same thing on the other side. There was another note about Pranadharana. Okay, so with the Agnisara, the practice, today feeling so hot, I was seeing this body like a furnace in my mind's eye. So when, it's just another type of visualization, when it came time to, okay, here's just inserting another point of appreciation for the Pranadharana practice, is the contrast between the vigorousness of the activity and when you go to the retention of Vidharana, the serenity, that instant contrast from bum, 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 to serene and perfect in its duality. I really love that. But so that we've collected this focused, intensified pranic nectar, and in my mind's eye it was equated to a glowing, heated, energetic molten metal that was then being poured down into the mold, into the furnace. So in the mold is where you take that elixir and you give it form, you give it shape, that as it cools, it becomes that form. So cooling is very much that forming aspect is indicative of manifestation, how the energy is put to work and focused into your reality. I'm going to leave it at that because ideally I want to be out the door in 10 minutes and I got to quick toss some food into this fire and change and all that goodness. So without further ado, until tomorrow, namaste.